Well, most of us have pieces in our wardrobe we'd rather forget. The hyper-coloured T-shirt, parachute pants. You've got those too.
Yeah.
And taffeta formal dress, just to name a few.
Got that too. But what if you could convert your pre-loved items into treasured, ready-to-wear stuff? Well, here to show us how to do that is Kelly Doust, the author of DIY Style Manual, the Crafty Minx. Hello there, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Nice to see you. Now, what inspired you to start recycling, you know, the old stuff, or the vintage stuff, we should say?
Well, I started recycling clothes when I was in my teens, basically because I wanted to buy beautiful clothes that I couldn't afford. So I started going to charity stores, flea markets and second-hand stores and buying clothes and putting my own treatment on them.
Okay, and this is the one that you're wearing now is one that you've refashioned?
Yep, I picked this up in a little Paris vintage boutique. It was, as you can see, it was quite a sack when I first bought it.
Shapeless. Yeah.
And then I sort of tried it on inside out. I pinned down the sides and I've sewn it in. I removed the sleeves. I've added a little sort of 50s petticoat here to give it a bit of a 50s flavour. But
okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, let's take a look at a before shot. This was a black dress donated by one of our producers. Let's see how it looks there. Okay, that was the before shot. Let's have a look at what you've done with it now as we bring the model on and have a look at what you've done to it.
Here we go. Check that out. Hello. Tell us about
what you've done to it. Yeah.
Okay, so this was just a very simple black jersey wrap dress, very inexpensive, but I added some silk. I removed the previous straps and I've added some new silk straps and I added a bias lining around the neck, so I feel it now looks more like a designer piece and less like just a generic piece that you could get anywhere.
Yeah, it looks a bit Diane von Furstenberg, don't you think?
Well, I was going to say either that or Gucci.
Well, Leona Edmonds does a lot of
I was going to say
like
Leona does that stuff too.
Okay.
That looks
Tell
great.
us about the next piece that you've worked on. We'll have a look at the before shot. Kelly, take us through this.
So this was a very stained coral 1940s frock, which I got the stains in the front and I actually hand-dyed the whole thing purple because I wanted to cover those stains. I've done lots of little moth holes and things, fixing them by hand.
Okay, let's bring on and we can see what you're talking about. Here we go. Wow.
Here we go. So you can see, I mean, the style is great and it's gone through a real revival recently, but you just couldn't wear it the way it was originally because it was so stained and it wasn't a very flattering shade.
How do you fix a moth hole?
Well, you know, you get little fine stitches around the outside of the hole and you pull them together with a...
That's what I thought.
This is, you have to be careful with the fabric. Now, that almost looks like wool, is it?
Well, it is wool.
Yeah.
It's 100% wool, and I hand-dyed it because... And I was very careful as I was doing it, and I just agitated it for a good half an hour just to make sure that the dye got through the whole dress.
Okay, looks terrific. Tell us about the next project you're working on.
Okay, so here is a 1970s Burberry trench coat. It had a completely ripped lining. I replaced the lining with the same fabric as you can see that I used on the
black
wrap
dress. Lovely.
And I changed
dress.
This dress here was a terrible bridesmaid's dress. It was covered in lace and rosettes. I slimmed it down and I removed all the embellishment and I've just added a very simple brooch. Okay. And the next one, this was a halter neck dress that I just had in the back of my wardrobe and I just wasn't wearing it. So I removed the top part, I fixed up the zipper at the back and just sewed underneath the band.
All right, all looks terrific. Congratulations, great work. Thank you very much, Kelly, and thank you to Chic Management for our lovely models. We will be announcing the winner of our model competition right after the break. We just need confirmation from the tribe.
For more tips on how to turn pre-loved fashion and homewares into designer pieces and decor, see the Crafty Minx, which is available in all good bookstores. On the morning show,
all those undies I was going to throw out because they've got moth holes in them, I'm keeping them now. Thank you for that.
You just get that needle and thread out. On the morning show soon, I'm going to say something. On the morning show soon, man's new best friend, the bloke who's become best buds with a crocodile. He doesn't smile at him.
Right now, here's Karen.